So I just finished Pokemon Violet after around 40 hours. I'm currently in the post game now. I might buy DLC soon. But just before the video starts, I'm not a hardcore Pokemon fan or anything. I call myself more of a casual player because I don't have every single Pokemon game. I know a lot of lore and everything, and I'm obsessed with Pokemon, but I'm not like a hardcore everything Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I recently been getting into them again. I used to be into Pokemon, cards and all that, 7, 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, and I'm back into Pokemon again, bro. I got my Switch. I bought 4 Pokemon games that I wanted. I bought Shield. I bought Violet. I bought Legend Arceus, and I even pre-ordered Legend Soul, which is literally dropping tomorrow as of the recording of the video. So yeah, I've been catching up by a bit, and Violet is the one I spend the most time with recently. Well, I mean, it's the first Pokemon game I played on my Switch, and honestly, I actually enjoyed it way more than I expected to. I know this game got a lot of hate when it first came out, I mean a lot of hate, but after spending real time with it, I think people were a little bit too harsh, bro. Yeah, it's buggy, it's laggy, and sometimes it's straight up pixelated, but despite that, I was addicted. I'm gonna be honest with you. So let's get the obvious out the way. Performances, it's rough. There's lag everywhere, frame rate dips constantly, and sometimes the texture looks straight out of an Xbox 360 game. You'll see Pokemon pop into existence right in front of you, and the world just kind of struggles to keep up. But under all that, you can tell Game Freak had big ideas. They were aiming for something huge. They just didn't have the time or hardware to make it run the way it should. The open world itself, it's massive. I even say it feels about the same scale as Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, which is crazy for a Pokemon title, and it's crazy for me to even be surprised about that too. Anyways, you can explore wherever you want from the start, and that freedom actually makes the game more fun in my opinion. It's not a linear game. You don't have to follow a strict path. You can go fight gyms, find the Titans and fight them, or take on Team Star, all in whatever order you feel like, which is freaking a plus for me. That said, catching Pokemon can be kinda annoying. I really wish you could just throw a Pokeball and be done with, you know what I'm saying, be done with it instead of having to battle the freaking Pokemon every single time, especially the weak Pokemons. Yeah, if I understand fighting strong level 70 to up, or legendary Pokemon. I understand that, but fighting level 10, 20 Pokemon when you're level 80, it's kind of dumb in my opinion. I'm just gonna one shot this freaking Pokemon. Why am I even fighting him? You feel me? But I just wish we could just get a Pokeball and just throw it freaking Legend Arceus and catch it just like that. That'd be such a good feature in the game, but it's too late now. I gotta give credit where it's due. The Pokédex in this game is awesome. It looks like a book, and flipping through it feels so satisfying. It's a small thing, but it really sells the idea of being explored again. Now about the new Pokemon, they're honestly cool. I think they're way too overhated. There's actually a lot of creativity in this generation, in my opinion. Again, I'm not saying it's a fact, it's just in my opinion. But the design feels different in my opinion. I don't know what I'm saying in my opinion, but you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. But the design feels different, but it still fits the Pokemon vibe. I also really like the starter Pokemon this time around. I went with Fuecoco, and I evolved it all the way to Skeledirge. I just butchered the freaking name crazy. Oh my god, Skeledirge. I'm gonna call it that. He ended up being a beast, bro. Skeledirge became a freaking beast, bro. That dude freaking one shots everyone, bro. In my opinion, bro. Stop saying one, but please. He carried me through most of the story and became one of my favorite starters overall. Bro, freaking the fire, alligator, bro, or crocodile, whatever. He's so freaking good. The terrestrialization gimmick was fine. I like the idea, even if I didn't use it much myself. Gym leaders do use it, but only on their final Pokemon, which makes the battle too predictable. But still, I respect that it adds some strategy. Once you beat the Titan Pokemon, exploring the world becomes so much smoother. Miraidon can freaking glide, he can climb, he can swim, and it makes everything so much easier and enjoyable. But I'ma be honest, the world still feels empty. There's not much to do in towns. Most of the buildings are copy and paste. You can't go inside any of them. I don't think I went into a single building at all. And then tiers that do exist, they're kind of bare. The trains scattered throughout the map, the world in the wild, they feel so lazy. Like they're all copy and pasted. They're super easy, and literally no one uses terrestrialization. Like I thought it was the new gimmick. Why wouldn't you put terrestrialization into like every freaking trainer? Now that I think about it, maybe because they're still weak and they don't have the freaking terrestrialization. But either way, I was expecting more variety, especially this far into the Switch era. Now let's talk about Team Star. I did not like them at all. Their story feels so pointless, and the big plot twist was like it was so predictable. I actually laughed. I only did their missions for LP points, which I barely even used. I only used them to buy like Pokeballs or like heals. Like I was not there like crafting the TMs or nothing like how they're, I guess, supposed to be. I was just freaking wasting on my Pokeballs or like stuff like that I needed when I had no money. Their bases felt like filler content, and it's easily the weakest part of the game. Like it was so like pointless in my opinion. Like, why am I doing this? And the Pokemon's the freaking Pokemon battles were so annoying. I like the first part where like you gotta catch like and fight like 30 different Pokemon, but like after that, the freaking boss fight is so freaking annoying in my opinion. Anyways, the main story overall is just okay. It had a potential, but never really went all in. Still, I'll give credit. The final boss fight with AI Professor Turo in Pokemon Violet was awesome. Like it was actually challenging and it had a great atmosphere in my opinion. Now, the Paradox Pokemon are such a sick concept. Simple but effective. I played both Scarlet and Violet, and honestly, I love both the past and the future designs. The futuristic ones in Violet look sleek as hell, bro, while the ancient versions in Scarlet feel primal and powerful. It's easily one of the coolest ideas Game Freak has ever come up with. Terror rates. Super fun when they work, but man, that lag hits hard sometimes. Still, teaming up with friends and taking down huge Pokemon together is a blast. One thing that surprised me is how much battery this game eats up. Playing handheld, I only got like 3 to 4 hours max, if I'm correct. Before my Switch. Before what the frick was that? Before my Switch was dying. That's how demanding it is. The music, it's okay. Not bad, just mid. Like it doesn't hit the same as old school tracks, but I guess they get the jump done. For my team, I ran Gardevoir, Gengar, Dragonite, Skeledirge, Frostlass, and Gothitelle, and they absolutely destroyed everyone, bro. Victory Road was super easy. Even the Elite Four weren't really much of a challenge in my opinion. My rivals though, oh man, the girl, bro, that freaking rival is so annoying. Like she cannot chill, bro. Like why is she so obsessed with battling? Like it's to the point where it's so annoying. Like girl, relax. Not every conversation has to end in a Pokemon fight, bro. Like, can we please bring back an actual rival like Red again? Someone who's competitive but still cool. Like she's like so like bland, like so like all her whole point in the game is just to like be your rival that wants to fight you every day, and she's not even a freaking champion. How is she even a champion? I defeated her so easily. Even when I first started Pokemon, you have to freaking fight her, and I easily defeated her. How is she a champion? Like number one student in the school. I still don't understand that. Even with all these issues, I still had a lot of fun. Pokemon Violet isn't perfect, far from it, but it's not as bad as people made it out to be. The world, the Paradox Pokemon, the freedom, the new designs, all of it kept me hooked. It's definitely one of those games where the performances holds it back from greatness. But if you can look past that, there's a lot to enjoy. For me, this was the most fun I had in a Pokemon game in years. Well, that's the only freaking first Pokemon game I played on the Switch. But, So yeah, this is the truth of Pokemon Violet in 2025. A messy game, still somehow great. If Game Freak had more time or better hardware, I genuinely think it could have been one of the best in the series. I am definitely grabbing the DLC next, because even after all the bugs and lag, I'm still not done with this road. I'm looking forward for the DLC. I heard it's super good, and I could catch legendary Pokemon, and the price is crazy, $35, but I'll get it, I don't care. Anyways, that's all for me. If you like my review, please like and sub. 2 likes please. That's all I need, 2 likes. And yeah,